Good evening and welcome to the Captain Jamtastic podcast. Ah, ah. That was the count. That was my count.
I got it.
Welcome to the Captain Jamtastic podcast with me, the legendary Wanye West. Wanye, how are you?
All day, Jan. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, well, thanks for being on, man. So we were going to do this all at once, but thought it might be fun to get two different takes, two different casts, and we also had another tier that was drafting. So this is the tier discussion, season one for XLTP, Wanye edition.
Here I am.
Come and take me. So the way you build a cake, you start from the bottom and you go up to the top. Otherwise,
Mm-hmm.
the cake falls apart. So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to talk some tier four as their draft concluded yesterday.
Never before seen rankings here.
Never before. That's right. We got the Miami Ballphins. Good name. SB12. Not familiar with. Jarvis Landry. I am familiar with. Ghost, the first pick overall. First pick overall in the fourth round tier. Well done. Gilly. Is it Gilly? I think that's.
I've always said Gilly. I
Yeah,
don't
I
know
think
if
that's
it's
Gilly Ball. That's how I would pronounce it. It's a G, not a J. So Gilly Ball,
yeah.
the 12th pick,
It
then
could be
back to back.
Italian.
Yeah, he's Italiano. He only speaks Italian when he's playing. It's very frustrating to his teammates. Sweater 13th, Dayman, which is Nanner, if everyone's familiar with
Yeah.
Nanner, 24th, and then BLM, which I assume is for Black Lives Matter. Good on you, 25th overall. How do you like the
Stands.
squad?
Don't know how they compare relative to the other teams yet, but I know Jarvis knows what to do.
Yeah,
Ghost was good in novice. We saw him last season on the pace in the someday and Butters team. He performed there. Gilly Ball, I always see in pubs. I think he's a pretty good holder.
mm-hmm.
Don't know much about their bench. I don't know who BLM is, nor Sweater, and I do know who Nana is, but I don't think he'll be starting for this team.
So I'm not familiar with SB12. I do know Jarvis. I thought the draft was pretty solid overall. Ghost,
Mm,
first pick, probably the best player available. When we go through, we'll see for sure. But Ghost feels like he could play A team, possibly minors if he had more time to
yeah.
practice. But I don't think he has the time, kind of like me. So
I know he's
uh,
played minors, and
yeah, yeah. And then Gilly Ball, as you said, I've seen him or her. I'm not sure. Or they.
seen the day.
Don't want to be offensive. I'm sorry, but Gilly Ball is pretty solid in pubs.
Definitely an offender, from what I can tell.
Yeah, but I mean, it'll be interesting to see. It's always fun in pubs, and I think this is a good league to kind of get your feet wet in.
Yeah,
So
but
yeah, and then we
someday
got.
I would consider it at this level. I think just to develop them.
Wait, what was that?
Gilly Ball, somebody I would have considered picking at this level. I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry, you're cutting. The beginning of your sentences sometimes are cutting somewhat out for some
Okay.
reason. Oh, it's not your fault. Just giving you a heads up, my man. Yeah, Gilly Ball would be a fun one. Sweater, I feel like I've seen or played with them maybe in pubs, but yeah, Dayman.
Maybe I think it's like sweaty out there. There's a couple names that are similar, so I
Yeah,
get them
there's
all
one coming up
confused.
later as well that you'll see, and you'll be like, oh, maybe that was him. BLM is a pubber. I've played with them recently. No opinion. I've only played a few, so I can't say one way or the other. But if this is your first run around, welcome to the league, y'all. And
Yeah.
Dayman Nanner, people kind of slept on Nanner. He's pretty decent. It's just that he's actually on higher ping. I think he's like in Maine or something like that. So he used to be a bit better when the servers were split up, but playing from Maine is kind of a tough go around for sure.
Probably the toughest place to play in the continental U.S.
Yeah,
for Dallas.
yeah, or Houston, trash city.
Yeah, yeah, trash city.
Just gonna take shots at Houston. I don't know. I have nothing against Houston. I just thought it would be funny. Cooler Bold Roller, captaining Puparazzi. They draft I'm a Goat second, 3.1 Thor 11th, Aster 14th, and Electric Wood, Boogie Woogie Woogie Woogie. That's how I always think of Electric Wood. 23rd. How do you like the draft?
I actually like their draft a fair amount. I know all three of the players they drafted first besides Electric Wood, I don't know much about him, but I know the other three from tournaments, and they're always good to have on a tournament team as like the third pick. Definitely can't go wrong with any of them. I think I'm most impressed with 3.1 Thor. He should be a good defender.
Yeah, I didn't know much about 3.1 Thor. I've played against him mainly in pubs. That's kind of the problem when you're not in league as much and you're
Yeah.
not dipping down to cover. It's just like it's too much of a time commitment to cover more than one league, at least for me. As people can probably tell, I spend far too much time on majors and minors as well. But
An excellent team.
yeah, but 3.1 Thor is a name I've seen. Played with him in
I think
pubs.
it's a good name, if that means anything.
It's a good name.
Yeah, like 3.14.
Oh, honestly, I didn't even get it until you. Yeah, well played, Pi. And then Aster, I've played against before, mainly in
Mm-hmm.
pubs, and I've not faced any of these.
Pretty good stuff there, considering like I think Astor can play both offense and defense pretty confidently.
Yeah, it feels like Aster could actually probably be starting or be traded to another team potentially to start if that were a case. And I'm kind of interested because of I understand they didn't have the signups or the captaincy, but how it's going to work should some of these teams advance. Um,
Oh yeah, true.
Like I wasn't quite sure how that was going to work out, or if like they just stick around. I don't know. We'll see though. I'm not in charge. I have no answers. Big Papa and the Cappadonnas. That's how you always have to say their name if you're an announcer. Flaccid Trip, Smalley Big is doing the captaining honors. They get Batman's alter ego, Bruce Wayne, with the third pick, and then they get. Some people like to say Randy Bob Andy. It's Randy Bob Bandy.
Yeah, definitely Randy Boban.
Kaz with the 15th, and Bruh Momentum with the 22nd. Um, I've played it. I've played. I want to say not alongside, but I've in pubs with Kaz for sure. Randy Bo.
That's the name I don't recognize actually. I don't
Oh,
recognize
I've
that.
played in some pubs with Kaz, but it does feel like it's been a bit. And the name seems familiar, so maybe an LTP. Um, sorry, my dog is. What are you doing? Wagging his tail and hitting my. What's up, buddy? Hi. Come on up. I can't remember. Sorry, Kaz does this to me. I get stupefied and hypnotized.
Yeah.
He's just a great guy. Bro Momentum, I've played against in pubs, and Randy Bobandy, I've actually covered on some of our late night Discord streaming just for fun when we're
Yeah.
covering TPM.
TPM. Yeah,
Um,
that's where I recognize him from.
yeah, Randy Bobandy, big fan of. I haven't seen any of the others in TPM, like anyone on this team, at least late night when I'm covering. Smalley.
I've seen Smalley rarely, but a couple times.
Hi, Parker. Yeah, I think it should be an interesting team. Smalley Biggs is like a pretty veteran NLTP
Mm-hmm.
player at this point,
That's fine. Yeah,
and Flaccid Trip is becoming, if not already a veteran, definitely like on his way to becoming a very long installed
definitely the
player.
leader of this team.
Yeah, so they're pretty fun. Definitely feels like a tier 4 team, but it feels like they could make some noise too.
Yeah. I don't know much about Bruce Wayne, but I'm a proponent of anyone with Wayne in their name, so he has my support.
You either get drafted. I was gonna try to do a Bruce Wayne. I was trying to do a Batman thing, man.
Bruce Wayne's rather mild mannered. I don't know who you were doing that.
My mistake. Over the pants handoffs, nameless, who spelled his name weirdly. Alpha Churro captaining along with N4, who I haven't heard of. Garrett, aka Linux. Shandy 16th, and then Sweaty Pete, one of those other sweaty guys you had mentioned,
Yeah.
sneaking in there. Go ahead.
I definitely like this defense of Nameless and Alpha Churro. I don't know much about them, but just from watching them in the tournament and just a couple TPM games, they look like they'll be one of the better ones in this division.
Yeah, I think, and Linux is a veteran player. He will be a steady hand on the offense, depending how seriously he's going to take it. And then
Garrett?
Garrett
N4.
isn't Garrett Linux?
If it is, then I view this team as higher. I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
I'm pretty sure Garrett's Linux. I don't think it would be a dox at this point. He's he's been playing under that name for a few seasons, I believe. And then Shandy off the bench if Shandy can play and contribute.
I think they have the full international bench because I think Sweaty Pete is a European, but he may be in NA at this point. Not sure. He was definitely my European novice captain for like one game.
Oh, okay, yeah. And Shandy, of course, LLTP.
Shandy the legend, yeah. We know him. We love him.
Well, legend is a bit nice, I suppose, but
I don't know if you saw.
I always throw shade at Shandy when I first come into
LTP.
a channel.
I was going to bat in the LTP subreddit for Shandor to be in the Ball of Fame, and they were not having it. But I argued ferociously.
Oh, that's kind of crazy to me. He should be. I don't really know much about OL2P, but the fact that I know Shandor and I've seen him play, I mean, hey, if you're not international, who's better, Rain or Shandor?
I would definitely Shandor. Something close.
Ooh, take that, Rain.
You take that to the bank, Rain.
Montreal Capnadiens. We got Clue and FU captaining it up with Jig DSTND. I don't know who this is. Fifth. Dirf.
He makes some montages. He's got an axe, so that's good.
Yeah, all right.
He's been on the front page recently, so solid.
So going with the interesting rook pick. Always, and Foxy Shazam 17th will say the name, and this is supposed to be Destiny, but I say D35T1N3Y 20th in the pick there.
Notorious Central Pubber.
Oh, Centra self-made legend. I kind of like, because I don't really know much about DSTND, I like picking up a rookie, especially if they end up playing offense, because usually if you've been playing for a while and you have good skills, you're going to help the offense no matter what. It's just a matter of...
Yeah, I like him for offense. I didn't know that was Jig at first, but I know who Jig is just based on the subreddit and playing some pubs with him.
Oh,
he's
okay.
pretty solid.
Yeah. So yeah, another fun team, but I don't think... It'll be interesting to see where others rank them as the season progresses. Yeah. And then last but not least, Ball Arena and Jukayor captaining the Itsy Bitsy Spikers. KL 6th, Aramigo 7th, Ice Platypus 18th, Demo 19th. I know KL, and Aramigo's fine, but like I don't really know much about Ice or Demo. And
I didn't know anything about Ice Platypus, but I actually had a pretty long discussion with him the other night. And he's pretty... he's like an old player that's just coming back, so he's learning the ropes.
So he's got some game sense to him.
Yeah, just played novice for the first time last season, I think.
Oh, great. Yeah. Okay, so that's a pretty good pickup then. I mean, I think this team is going to be heavily favored in the division just because of Ball Arena with Majors experience, Jukior, perennial minors player.
I've heard KL is pretty good as well.
Yeah, I was going to say I like KL. I know KL is solid. Don't know much about Aramigo. I've scrimmed against him a few times, I think. That's about it.
Yeah, but definitely a favorite here with Ballin and Jukuvior looking like stars on this tier.
If we go to In the Someday, so In the Someday just released these rankings. He's actually been ranking everyone, so going to give him a shout out here because doing all that writing is not fun work. It's free stuff, and your thoughts are important, and I want to encourage other people to create more content. So this is In the Someday's ranking. He goes Itsy Bitsy Spikers first, OPH second, Big Poppa and the Cappadonnas third, Montreal Capnadiens fourth, Miami Ballphins, man, they're fifth, and then Puparazzi sixth. And then if we take a gander at the predictions for us, you can see the lineups here and see how you feel.
Yeah, this is actually the only one that I ranked before we started going live.
Okay.
Because this is the one I knew the least about and had looked at the least.
Sure.
Mine's actually quite a bit different than In the Somedays. I've got Itsy Bitsy Spikers, number 1, which is the same. Then I've got Puparazzi, which he has last place and second.
Okay.
Then I've got Over the Pants Handoffs, then Miami Ballphins, then Big Poppa, and then the Capnadian.
And then, the Capnadians. I'm kind of with... let me take a gander. Let me take a gander.
Yeah, I went through that kind of fast, but that's only because I had it written down.
Oh, that's fine. So for me, I agree with both of you. Itsy Bitsy Spikers.
Yeah,
I think they're
that seems
the.
like the clear in a way favorite.
And you said who for second?
I've got Puparazzi, which he has last.
Cooler Bold Roller Goat 3.1 Thor. I think.
I think the Bold Roller has actually improved quite a bit and is going to be one of the better offenders in this tier. And Cooler and Thor are both going to be a solid defense. And then Imago is just a pretty solid player all around and can be something for Astro if they really need it. They'll be pretty solid.
I think they're going to be third though for me. I mean,
Who do you get second?
well, Randy Bobandy. No, it's not. It's not Randy. Sorry, Randy. I just love your name.
Baited him.
I did. I baited everyone. Sorry. It was cruel. But yeah, Itsy Bitsy Spikers won. I always go for defense too, but I just don't know much about N4.
Yeah, that's a big thing for me too. If I had known that was Linux as Garrett,
Yeah.
then I might have been able to. I might have put them ahead of him, but I'm gonna stay with Paparazzi too.
Who's playing D for the Ballphins? Because Ghost is really good defensively.
I assume Ghost is playing D, and I think Sunball 12 is D, but don't quote me on that. But if they need Jarvis to play D, he can play D as well.
Yeah. All right, you talked me into it. I'll give you Puparazzi second. I like that. And then I'm going to go OPH third, Ballphins four, Canadians. Canadians, you got to go sixth just because I'm not putting Randy Bowe. Can't put him last. But
So, yeah,
I will say everything, all things considered, I think this is a little more wide open than we think it is, mainly because I'm not 100% sold on the Itsy Bitsy Spikers draft. I like KL, I like Armigo, but I don't know that the other
I like
teams.
KL, but I think we're gonna need to see something from Armigo. Not that we haven't seen it before. Like I just don't know too much about him. But if he can deliver, then they should be able to fly through this.
Yeah, so it should be interesting. Good rankings though. Very very different. So this is my favorite part of the last podcast. So I'm going to make it a whole segment here. This is the best names out of this division. Let's rank them, not 1 through 6, but just out of 10 or out of 5 stars.
Okay.
Let's do it that way. 5 stars are more fun. Over the pants handoffs. What do you?
I'm giving it a 3, just because it has the legacy effect of like having a good franchise. I like the continuity. I'd probably be lower if not for that, but I do like the league reference.
Yeah, I like the historical of it.
But also, it's from a show called The League. That's what I think it's from.
Whoa, what is over the pants handoffs?
Yeah.
Oh no, you get bumped down for me. I didn't realize you got lifted. That's a 2-star for Jam. You got to come.
That's fair.
Got to come up and be original. Itsy Bitsy Spikers.
I'll give that one a 4.
Yeah,
I kind of like the spiders. Yeah.
I'm with you on that. Itsy Bitsy Spikers, pretty fun, decent pun. I'll give you how harsh do I want to be? I'll go 4. I was going to say 3.8, but I'm not going to do that. That's too much. You get 4 stars. 4 stars. Montreal Capnadiens.
I'm giving it a 2. I feel like they just threw Cap in there, and it's just one more letter.
That's no different than any other sports team pun, though.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like it.
This one is better than OPH to me because of the originality, at least. I'm giving it. Sorry, that really tickled me. I'm giving it a 3.5.
I'm being harsh.
It was super harsh. Puparazzi.
I like that one. I'll say 3.5 if we can go halves.
Yeah, we can go 3.5. I'm giving it a 3. I don't know. I think it's because I actually used to work in entertainment news, so like I get triggered anytime I see anything to do with Poppa. It was such a bad job. I hated it. But anyways, it's nothing against you. It's actually a clever name, but you got on my emotional side, boys.
These are very subjective.
Oh yeah,
ratings.
They're my rankings. These are not like all time. Yeah. I'm not ranking anyone else. These
I mean, Capnadiens probably deserved a little bit more, but I like
you gave them a 2. I fully admit I'm biased, and I gave Puparazzi a 3. You were like, you know what? 2 for Capnadians. Oh, I'm gonna remember that the rest of this cast. It was so funny. Big Poppa and the Cappadonnas.
Get ready for this one. This one's a 1. I don't get what it is at all. So try again.
I think they're like a franchise as well in NLTP, if I'm not mistaken, or something similar. But
I'm sorry.
I'll be a little more generous. I'll give them a 1.25.
Wow, very, very generous.
You were just so aggressive with it. Miami Ballphins.
I think I like this one too. I think I'll give this one a 4.
It's the same thing as the Cappadonnas.
I'm more of a football fan than I am a hockey fan, so that's probably why.
It's so good. It's the same pun. It's the same. He's like, oh no, it's good. It's a 4. I'll be honest though, I do like it a little more than the Capnadians as well. Ballphins get a 4.
Well, at least they replaced like the doll part of the ball. They just added a P in Capnadian.
Oh, I'm losing my mind. So good.
We're only in tier 4. 3 more.
I'm giving him a 4.25, and I think that's the highest in this rank.
Yeah, that is the highest for you. That's the highest overall, I think.
What did I give it to Bitsy?
We both gave them 4s. Flat.
I'll give them a 4.25. I'll go up with them. So Itsy, Bitsy, and Miami get the 4.25. Well done. Well done. That was phenomenal. I'm so happy we did that. Tier 3. You're going to see some slides that we used yesterday. Tiers for Spheres. JJ Poole, Pro Boat Captain. Von Vach, the first pick. Anthony Davis, the 12th pick. How do you like the draft?
I think the draft is pretty good. I like Von Vach, and I like Anthony Davis as like another. I know Bright said he was like a 3rd-round pick in tournaments, and you'd always win with him, and I agree with that. I think their captaincy is actually pretty good, though. I'm a big proponent of Pro Boat. I think you know he's one of my guys. So
never,
I don't know.
Never heard of him.
That's what we like to hear. Keep him on the down low.
You got to keep him humble.
Yeah, I like him on defense more, but I think that Anthony Davis and Von Vach are probably better to have on defense, but I think he can handle offense. So him and JJ should be a fine offense.
I think, yeah, I'm not sure about Davis. I know in pubs that I've played with him, he's a switch ball, meaning he can play either position, and he looked pretty good on both sides. But I liked him as the late pick. I thought he was pretty solid.
In terms of value, that was good.
Yeah, mechanically he's pretty good, and being the last pick of a tier is pretty huge, especially like when you look at like Ghost is pretty decent too, but I think Anthony Davis was probably easily, if not the best pick, definitely top 2 in the next tier, and possibly better than some of the people we're about to cover here, like Squid. Just kidding.
Call him out.
1 cap, 2 cap, red cap, blue cap. This is Graham, Rick G on captaining, Window Liquor, 2nd pick, and then Squid, the 11th pick. I didn't understand how to say Squid's name yesterday, and that cracked me up. No, I was like, wait,
that was fun.
I was so mad. I was like, wait, you spelled it with a K and a W? What is this?
Q and U was taken.
Maybe. I don't know. How do you like the draft here?
Rob and Squid. I know Rob's like pretty solid. I don't really know nothing about Squid, so I can't comment on him. I know he's an offender. That's about the max I know about him. I think Rick G is pretty good on offense. I think it's good they have an offender and a defender as their captain, or as both their captains. And Graham should be solid on D as well. So it seems like they're a pretty solid team. I think I put them below the other team though.
Yeah, I mean we'll get there. I think like it's a pretty decent draft, but you have to kind of look at the draft when you say, "Oh, these are good players." You have to look at it as a whole, which we'll do in the
you have to make it relevant.
But I don't know much about Squid, so honestly, like again, I just felt yeah, Anthony Davis to me though was like a solid, and then you have Ghost as the first round of the next pick, and I was like, I feel like either of those guys. But I mean, a big thing.
Well, if they needed an offender, I think they definitely did, because Graham and Rob are both primary defenders, and Rick is like a switch ball, so he can play either. So they had kind of 3D. They kind of needed an offensive presence. So I understand it.
Yeah. And that's another thing too is like I don't know if these guys are friends or not, but that's part of this game is you tend to draft people you want to play with and you're comfortable with, which is completely understandable.
Especially in this league.
Yeah, of course. Catalytic cap converters got Catalyst 360 Broscope captaining with Beast Mode as the 3rd pick, Laser Pig as the 10th pick. How do you like the draft?
Bit of a vain name here with Catalyst putting himself in the.
Oh, you wait till the
his own
majors. You wait till tier 1, friend.
Uh, I like Beast Mode a lot. I feel like people were sleeping on Beast Mode. I probably would have picked him earlier than where he was picked here. He's definitely going to be the offensive guy on this team with Catalyst.
Yeah.
I don't know much about Broscope. I really, unless he plays under another name. Do you know?
No, he plays under 360 Broscope. He was
Okay.
a minor, not minors. I'm sorry, NLTP B 2 seasons ago. I'm not sure if he was in. I want to say maybe 3 seasons ago, but I don't know if he developed to A. But people seem to like him. When I played against him, he was decent. He had decent
Seems like
mechanics.
he would have good mechanics. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
I know Laser pretty solid as well. He'll probably be playing defense. I
Yeah, this
assume.
feels like
He's got
to me like this team as we go on with the rest of the division, it feels like this is the team of guys that like none of them you're like that guy's going to be an all-star, but like all of them are solid. So you're like, "Oh, they might do the thing where
This is
one
the
of
Rodney Dangerfield of tier 3. They just don't get much respect, but I
okay.
think they'll be solid.
It's like sleeping with their wives and
Beastman might be doing that too. Yeah.
yeah, I think they may not get respect, but like they may do that thing where one of them steps up every game, and every time one of them steps up, it's going to be just enough to push them over. Or
Or
one
they
of
might
them,
be really cohesive
yeah,
together.
it could also be outside of the cohesiveness. This is like a great opportunity for someone to make a jump and become something bigger than what they were before. So it could happen in that team as well as any other team. Back with my ex now. We got Dope.
Beastman's actually on a short list of people who have swept me in majors, so I respect him for sure.
Well, there you have it. Wayne's got to have a beast mode tattoo now. So
Yep.
back with
On
my
my
ex, we got got Dope.
Speaking of back,
nice transition there. Smooth. Dope captaining along with Selfie, and then I forgot. I said every name except
BBB,
yeah,
bad
BBB.
ball, I think.
Yeah, I tried everything, and then Brett was like, "It's just BBB." I was like, "Gosh, dang it!"
I like the Trip B that you said. I thought
Trip
that was
B.
pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah, Trip B.
and then we got Anduin, 11th pick. Pretty decent
So,
value
yeah.
in the draft in the 11th pick for Anduin.
Yeah, I think so too. So we think Dope is playing defense? Is that what it is?
Wait, Anduin can't be the 11th pick. That can't be right.
Yeah, no, Squid was the 11th pick. He would
Yeah,
be the
he'd be the 9th pick. Sorry about that, guys. So Anduin's the 9th pick. Still good value.
Yeah, so
That's the one slide I messed up. What can you do? But what was
so far.
yeah, just wait. There's more.
My question was Dope's on defense, correct? Because I know Selfie and BBB and Dope are all primary offense.
That's what that's what Bright said. He said Dope's gonna play defense alongside Anduin.
I think I like that look the best out of any of the possible ones here. Because
Yeah,
I think Dope does have the mechanics to play defense, but he just never has.
and again, this is the perfect league to if you want to try playing
Yeah,
defense or hone your defensive skills. This is the one to do it in. So yeah,
and if it pays off, then you can move up and play against other
yeah,
competition too.
but good. Yeah, good team overall. I like them.
Yeah, I like this team.
Poggies. We got Raz, EPIP captaining, Mr. Yohobo with the 5th pick, and then PK, the 8th pick.
I think EPIP's definitely the best player in this tier by like a fair margin. So I expect this to be pretty good. Meeps obviously should be in a higher tier as well. And they've got 2 veterans on offense, so they'll be able to make it work in there.
Yeah, 2 guys who played minors before and can hang with minors teams. Raspberry's a perennial minors player, fringe majors player, and then EPIP
So yeah, high tier minors.
like is an all-star level minors player. Definitely this team was expected to be in tier 1 or 2, and then they slipped to 3, which is a bummer, but that's just bad news for everyone in tier 3. That's not like
Yeah, I think it's partially a product of them both playing defense. Like
yeah,
in the tournament, I imagine they had to both play defense together with like 2 lower tier offenders who just didn't really hang with the better teams.
Yeah. So, but now they get to play defense with actually a pretty decent offense with them as well.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Not bad.
Heavy front runners, I would say, but we'll get there. Straight out of captain, we got Drufa, your boy. The Pace, my boy. D-Rec, 6th pick. Crowman, 7th pick.
I like the central theme. We've got. I don't know that much about D-Rec, but he has really good comms, and seems like he has good awareness. And I know he won novice.
Yep.
So I like it all around.
Yeah, and he's defense, so defense looks solid with Crowman.
Yeah.
D-Rec, Pace will be able to do aggressive goober style play with Drufa supporting, so it should be a pretty fun run. Straight out of captain and into our hearts.
Oh, Djinni made some.
He sure did. He sure did. So In the Someday has Poggy straight out of captain, back with my ex, Tears for Spheres, catalytic cap converters, 1 cap, 2 cap, red cap, blue cap, and then you see Djinni, kind of different, but it's mostly the
Pretty
same.
close, yeah.
Poggy's catalytic cap converters and 1 cap, 2 cap, all the same. And then Tears for Spheres, and back with my ex, he has 2nd. Tears for Spheres 3rd, and then straight out of captain falls to 4th for him. And let's take a gander at what's going on here, because we're the experts. So, so we'll say who's right and who's wrong.
Definitely agree that Poggy's at the top.
Yeah.
That's all I can say for now, though.
Okay.
I think that I like straight out of captain next, and then back with my ex, and then catalytic, then Tears for Spheres on 1 cap, 2 cap.
So
it kind of depends.
I'm going pretty wild with this one. I like Poggy's a lot. This is probably going to be different than what I said yesterday. I don't even remember what I said yesterday.
We got 2 jam rankings. That'll be on the next pod.
Yeah, let's see if we can get let's get CC in here next, and then I can have another set.
Just have every rendition possible, so you'll be right.
We got Poggy's first for sure. Oh boy. I do like Tears for Spheres. I think they're being pretty undervalued. But I don't know if I like them as. Yeah, you know
that was
what?
my thinking when I was listening to the pod yesterday. But I eventually put them 5th here, so I changed my mind since then.
I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna go Tears for Spheres 2nd. I like it. I know it's a big move, but hopefully they play the lineup I think they're gonna play. I don't want to say it because I don't want them to be mad. But
if you think that that's their best lineup, then it's in your best interest to tell them.
Well, I would do Probo Anthony Davis D, Svanbach, JJ Pulo. That's what I would do.
Okay.
But that's only because I don't know as much about Svanbach.
Yeah, I feel like he's pretty pure defender, but I think that would be a good defense to have for them.
Well, in that case, I'd transition AD to O.
Okay.
Basically, when I look at
really strong defense, actually, yeah.
When I look at this tier,
they're going to be a tough team to cap on, I think.
When I look at this tier, the best defenses are going to win, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, it's a real, like, so Poggies are definitely there. And it's no disrespect to 1 cap, 2 cap, red cap, blue cap, or catalytic cap converters, but they go 5-6 for me. And then the others are, it's a pretty big, it's going to be a pretty big fight. And I honestly, like, even against Poggies, it's going to be a pretty big fight. Like, if they don't generate the offense they need, they might have some trouble. But
I'm going to change to having back with my exit too, because I'm a believer in the dope defense.
That's what I was, that was the other team I was really hesitating on.
It's pretty close with them though. So
but like D-Rec, so D-Rec and Crowman are like, Crowman's a perennial A-team offender, and then D-Rec just won the Nooper. So like, it's probably a pretty decent A-team lineup. But
entire team, all A-team.
Yeah, that's the thing though. Is that going to be not good enough? But like, how is Dope as a defender? So it's going to be interesting.
I think Dope has really high tier mechanics. So I think that with Anduin will be pretty good.
Yeah, okay. So I'll go back with my X2. Sorry. Sorry, Tears for Spheres, you just got
And I
dipped.
know that 3 of the 4 players on Back of My Ex do have majors experience, so I feel kind of weird putting Shredder Captain, who's all A-team, over them.
Yeah. And I got a bit like it's going to be pretty close regardless.
Yeah.
I think 2 through 4 is going to be an absolute dogfight. And Poggies,
Even 2 through
don't let us
5.
down. Yeah, it could be 2 through 5 even. But Poggies, if you guys get
Pressure's
third,
on.
yeah, I mean, hey, sometimes you need pressure. But yeah, we believe in you. Oh yes, this is my favorite part. Best team names. All right.
Yeah.
So let's give these star ratings. 4.25 the leader right now. Straight out of captain.
It's okay. I'll give it a 2.5.
He hates the cap puns.
I
That's what it
don't know.
is. That's what it is. Oh, I was wondering. Oh, it's so funny. I'm with you though. 2.5. It didn't. It's not bad, but it didn't
Yeah.
move the needle for me. Poggies.
2. I don't like it. It's just lazy.
It is their catchphrase, but I gotta agree with you. I don't love it. It's a 2 for me. Sorry, friends. But it's an emphatic 2. Like, oh, that's pretty good. That's a 2. Versus Wayne's 2.
Simp ratings here.
Back with my ex.
I actually like this one, but only because Selfie and Dope play a lot, or they used to play a lot together, and like haven't recently. So I think that's what this is a reference to, and then also X for like XLTP. So I'm gonna give it a 3.25.
I think there's a lot of history you got to know for the name.
Yeah, that's true.
That I didn't know, and I'm a shrugger on it. So I'm going. I appreciate knowing the history now, and it's. I think Straight Out Captain's better though if we're comparing. So I'm going 2.25.
Fair enough.
1 cap, 2 cap, red cap, blue cap.
It's a weak pun, but I'm gonna give it a 1.5 because I like the Young Gravy song.
um, it's a 1 for me. Only I actually like the pun. I think it's clever, but it's too long, and I don't want to be saying that.
Yeah,
That's what it is for me.
8 words.
Catalytic cap converters.
Don't make me take away that point. The vanity involved with this one, so I'm a little boost. They're getting a 3 point. No, they're just getting a 3.
Yeah, they might. Like I don't think they're any better or worse than any of the others.
I just like that he had the audacity to put his own name in.
Okay, like I like the alliteration, I guess, but
Yeah, I get too.
I mean, like it's clever, it's fine.
Some love to some cap names.
2.5. I don't think I can say it's worse than Straight Outta Captain. Tears for Spheres.
It's definitely the best one in this tier.
Yeah.
4.25.
Oh wow.
Because I like
you.
the 80s pun. I like the fact that it relates back to the old Tears for Spheres name, but
Yeah.
it's spelled differently, and then they switched that tier to this tier, like for the like ranking system.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff going on.
I feel like I wouldn't give it that high, but I feel like the other names have just been subpar to this point. I've got to give it a boost.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like guilt by association, but like I don't want to reward them for running what looks like a fast race just because everyone else was slow.
Exactly.
So I'm going to give it a 3.75. That's it. Wasn't as fun as the previous one, but it was still fun.
It was pretty fun.
Tier 2. Look at these colors, Wanye. They look very Arizona. Yeah. Terminator 2. Warriors, Doris captaining. Then they pick up Glob and Butter. How do you like the draft?
This team sucks. I hate everyone on it.
Fair enough. What is happening? One hates him. The Throwmobile, such it. Space Tiger. Drafting Neb and Peanut second and 11th. How do you like the draft?
Definitely good pick. Worry about their defense is going to be strong, which I know is a big factor for both of us in terms of success.
Mm.
But I think their offense is they're kind of grabby and they're not great at OD. So I have questions about them, but hopefully they prove me wrong.
Yeah, it felt like maybe they could have grabbed OG Master, like Mike Dino would have been a fun pick. Somebody like that would have been a fun pick.
Somebody like that.
But I don't think Mike Dino's around, so not for this league. But overall, not bad. They were called the Throwmobile. Yeah, and then we got returnees at law, Raven 2PIS captaining team 3rd pick, Prism 10th pick. How do you like the draft?
I like that they reunited their novice winning team with Team in place of Big Money, even though I love Big Money. But Team was like also the MVP, and then he played really high level. We commentated his game against the Mooper champs, and he was as capable as anybody else in that game. So big props to Team. I know that him and 2P will be pretty formidable, even at a high level like this. And then Raven and Prism will be fine on defense. So I think that'll be a big part.
Fun team pushing for tier 1 here. I enjoy them pretty thoroughly. We got the Regis, Dr. Ankles, and Slob on my knob. Big swinging is the 4th pick, and Bubbles is the 9th pick.
Ankles, I think, is pretty good. I don't know. All these players like can play both at a decent level, but I worry about discipline for all 4 of them. To be honest, if they can stay disciplined, they'll be pretty solid because they have good mechanics.
Yeah, I think it's kind of if they were in tier 3, I'd like them a
Definitely.
lot. Tier 2, I like them, but not as much. Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting to see how Ankles and Swinging treat this team. They're gonna be the ones who like deciders, I think.
Yeah. Then we got Moggles Toggles, Mex and Fly captaining. We got Def Heaven. I've corrected your name this time. And Dean with the 8th pick.
Def Haven.
Def Haven, baby.
What do you want to say about this team? Obviously, a good pairing. They could be tier 1.
I like the draft. Yeah, I like the draft too. I thought they did pretty well. If this is a team that advances, I think they're able to compete with the top tier teams as well. So
Waterwheel is a good pick here.
Yep.
I'm more skeptical of J-Bay, but I do think Waterwheel is good.
Yeah.
And I think that they'll be fine, like compared to the other team.
Is Fly O or D in this?
Max has told me that he wants to play out here.
Oh,
I think
okay.
J-Bay is playing. And then Fly and Waterwheel can both do either, so it wouldn't surprise me if they win either way.
Yeah, they'll have a lot of fun runs then. But if Max is playing O, I think it kind of may bump them down a little bit.
Yeah.
Kid C Boost, just because he was the MVP on defense. That's all. Kid C Boost in the Someday first as captains, then ASAP with the 6th pick, Boogie with the 7th pick. Pretty decent draft.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good offense for sure. They just started out with this offense. First is pretty underrated, I think. And Boogie was a really good pick at 7th. And then ASAP gives him that swingman ability.
Yeah.
So, well-built team, I think.
The only thing I don't love, like I like ASAP style, but I feel like if you're going to have like that swingman, you need to have someone who can play efficient 2A.
I think First can probably do that.
I think First can, but I'm not sold on Someday's defensive abilities. Not a knock, just against the higher level teams.
He's kind of similar, but to a lesser extent.
Yeah.
Like he can swing offense as well. But yeah, they're gonna need a strong defensive presence to be successful.
Yeah, and then take a look. Everybody picking Terminator 2, Moggles Toggles, Kid C Boost, Throwmobile, and then there's a huge difference. Returnees at Law on the right for Refined, and the Regis for Someday on the left, and then Returnees at Law and the Regis. Yeah, so pretty similar, and it'll be interesting to see if we come up to the same conclusion here. I'll say it, even though you don't like them, Terminator 2. They are the top team to me. I'll say that.
I like every person on that team, actually. I'm not giving them the time of day.
Okay, Moggles Toggles second is what everyone said. I'm not buying that with Mex as an offensive
Yeah,
player. I think that they're
God,
not.
it's tough.
I do kind of. I can see them getting second, but I think it's going to be similar to the other tier we just talked about. But it's going to be a pretty big battle between 4 teams, in my opinion.
I didn't want to put them second, but looking at it right now, I think I have to just because they have too much talent, like in the top 3 players, to finish any lower than second. So I think I'll put them second.
Yeah, they're my second pick, but I do think I think it'll be a little more challenging.
It's really closer with next on offense.
Uh,
So they don't have that presence.
who do you got in third then?
Let me think. I think that I like returnees at law third. I think they've got good chemistry. I really like Raven on defense, and I like Team as a lead offender. And then 2P and Prism should be good supporting, and they already know how to play with each other. So I think they're kind of being slept on. I like them in this at third.
Yeah, that was the team I was debating putting second. So,
Yeah, I think they're being slept on here.
Throwmobile and Kitsy Boost, like I can go either way on either of them, to be honest with you.
The reason I'm gonna put Thermobile first is just the strong defense. Like
Yep.
Nevin Suchit or it's Nevin Suchit versus Someday in first in my eyes here, and I think Nevin Suchit will be able to lock it down. And Panaux, despite his like mistakes that he makes a lot, I think that he'll be able to create a fair amount as well.
What? Who? Oh, Pinot. Is that how you said
Yeah,
that? I thought it was
that's what I
Pinot.
said. Yeah, people say that too.
Pinois.
I like that pronunciation. All people pronounce because even though he like does make mistakes, he's very slippery and one of the toughest solos.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be interesting. Like the Throwmobile could be exactly that, where it feels like that's the most likely team in this tier to slip and dip on games that they're ahead. So it'll be
Mm-hmm.
pretty interesting to watch. Kidsy Boost, I like their team, but I can also see them, if they give up one, they can give up 3 or 4 caps really quickly.
Yeah, I definitely see that.
Yeah. And then the Regis, I wouldn't be like, everyone's got them last. I got them last too, but I actually wouldn't be surprised to see them make a push
Yeah, me
towards the
either.
mid tier.
I think it'll depend on how they start.
Yeah.
Like if they can get some good momentum, I could definitely see them like being a good team because they have good mechanical talent on the team.
Yeah.
They just need to be in the right mindset as a team together, and they'll actually have a good chance.
Yeah, it should be interesting. Like that's going to be one of the more fun teams to watch. Best team names. I think this tier was a little bit better.
Yeah, me too.
Kidsy Boost. What are you ranking them?
Not sold on it. I think this is not one of the ones I thought was better.
So
I'm just
on
saying
this.
2.5.
0-2.
It's not even the right vowel for boosts and ghosts. Like not even that close.
Yeah, it was just like what you said about the Capnadiens. That's how I kind of felt about this. I was like, you just kind of changed 2 letters. It doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Well, they didn't even change 2 letters. Like they changed the whole sound of it.
Yeah, yeah. 1.5 from Jam. Harsh
That's
rating. Returnees at Law.
really this one actually. I think
Yeah.
this one's a 5.
Oh, he
One of my
goes all the
favorites.
way. He goes all the way. I'm giving it.
Just like my attorneys just sounds funny to me. Yeah,
Returnees is
law.
great. Yeah. I was going 4.75. It's close, but I want to leave a
Yeah.
little wiggle room. I guess we can go over 5 stars too if we need to. But 4.75 for me. So yours, Returnees at Law, is the leader for both of us right now. The Regis.
Yeah, I like the Regis. I think the other one just is funny to me, and
I
I
love
like
it.
the. So I'm gonna give it a 3.5. It like seems like it's weird, but
You said you love it. I'm going to give it a 3.5.
it's good.
I'm giving this one a
3.7.
4.25. I love the Regis. It's so silly. It's perfect.
It's very silly.
Moggles Toggles.
Actually did research on this name because I didn't get it and my research gave me no clarity. So I'm giving it even 1.25.
Did you say a 0.25?
No,
Oh,
1.25.
1.25. Because, yeah, I like the rhyming, but I'm down there with you with the 1.25. I thought you gave it a 0.25 mainly because you did research and you were mad that it didn't result in anything.
It probably would have been higher, but it definitely lost half a point there because I did do research. And I looked at what Moggle is. I have no idea what Moggle is. No clarity.
The Throwmobile.
I think it's fitting because their team could throw. So I'm not going to dock them too hard.
All right.
But I will give them a 2.75. Not great, but okay.
Okay. I wish I had done these with Brett too. This is really fun. I wish that I had thought of this beforehand. Sorry, Brett. You missed out on the best part. Terminator 2.
Team name. I like the fact that it's like they put tier in there and they put 2 in there, and they're gonna term. So I'm gonna go to
Yeah, this one this matches returnees at law for me. 4.75 for me. Just because I believe in a little wiggle room, just in case I need it, but it may jump up to a 5. Those ones are the best to me. All right, your tier, Wanye. Talk to them all the trash. Good friends, GG, nice person. They pick Curry first overall, even though you were on the board, and then they pick up CB13. Bright gave us the intel that Curry will be playing offense.
I don't know if I agree with that. I think that would definitely makes Curry not worth the first pick if he's playing offense. But if he's playing defense, he's definitely worth it.
I love this.
They just need.
Curry's just heated right now.
I think Curry agrees, and if he doesn't, he should. But they're gonna stick CB. I wouldn't have picked CB here either. I feel like they just need to like. I feel like they're just trying to like put him wherever he wants, and it kind of weakens the rest of their team by doing that and putting Curry in now.
Yeah.
But having GG as the staples of each position will make them top 3. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I kind of liked it more when I thought it was NP Curry defense, but
Yeah, I think I would too.
But GG, even if you went NP CB13 defense, or I'm sorry, Curry CB13 defense, I might like them more. But
yeah, I think I'd agree with that too, because Napoli and GG would be a very tough offense to handle.
Feels like they'd always be out. So then we got the second pick here. We got it's like the Popples Republic. We'll get there. Griff, Dusk, captaining Rakji Man, who I had as Dusk again last time. This is the second pick. So and then Jerry is the 11th pick.
I think that Rakji Man was a good pick. I don't know if Jerry will be able to cut it in this tier, but he is a really good European and has the game sense to succeed. But I think there are some really good defenses in this tier that will cause trouble.
Yeah, I agree with you. That's it. That's all I'll say. Sorry. Yeah, I agree. Let's move on. Yeah, I think Jerry. I talked about this yesterday. I don't want to harp on it too much. So in fact, I won't even harp on it. Like Jerry being in Europing, I think is kind of tough for tier 1. But I do like the Rakji Man pick. I feel like I didn't spend enough time on this. I like Rakji as a defender, so I like the combo of Griff Rakji on D. So it should be pretty interesting. And then it's up to Dustin Jerry to turn the offense. Bottle Otters, Cheese Doodle Titan Blue captaining, Megatron 3rd pick, Q42 the 10th. How do you like the draft?
I like the draft better than I think you guys were giving credit for it yesterday. I think Q42 is pretty underrated. I think he's a really good like defensive focus, and him and Cheese will be a pretty good defense.
Yeah.
Maybe not the best in this tier, but they'll be solid. And then Megatron and Titan Blue both have really low Dallas ping, so their ceiling is high.
Yeah, I think with that intel about the ping especially, kind of changes.
I think they have a combined like 20 ping together, Titan and Megatron.
Yeah, my biggest worry with Megatron was his availability. If like he should suddenly have to leave, that really leaves his team in a lurch. So
for sure,
that's always going to be a risk though when you don't have a sub. No sub drafted. FBRD, Easy Cheetos, and they pick some guy I've never heard of before, Wanye, and then Doddsfall.
Just a bum.
Just a bomb.
I'm really excited to play with this team personally. Easy and Dodds are both killing it right now in TPM. They're both over 3K, I think.
Yeah.
And they're going to be the offense and defense staples of this team. And having like both of them defined in that way is really good, especially when the other two players are me and Cheetos.
Yeah. So you're playing offense, or is Cheetos playing offense?
I still don't know. I'm willing to do either. Just
Oh, okay.
whatever works. So we're probably going to figure that out tomorrow before our game the next day.
Yeah.
I know that we're going to scrim tomorrow. But either way, I think it'll be fine. I know that Cheetos and I have both made supers on both positions. And we both
Wow.
won one. So I think it will
Yikes.
be solid.
Do you need a bigger horn so you can toot it a little more?
Sure, I'll take one.
Here you go.
No, I'm excited to play with this team. I think we're going to be top to cap on because everybody
Yeah.
is really good defensively.
I think it's going to be a pretty stellar defensive matchup every game for you guys, and I'm pretty excited. I don't want to talk too much because I think I did too much yesterday, and also I did the what do you call it? We still have the rankings to go through. So, anyways, Holy Seahawks.
I don't know. We haven't played yet, but I don't think we will.
Holy Seahawks. We have CCGA4. Huh. It's weird. I'm having trouble hearing you sometimes. I don't know what's going on. Feels like somebody's like hacking into the system or something. Yeah, I feel like it's on my end. I don't know. Holy Seahawks, CCGA4, and the new guy captaining. And then we got Ty with the 5th pick, and then Fender with the 8th pick.
Definitely really solid team. I think it's going to be new guy and Fender on offense, from what I've heard.
Sorry to everyone watching. I don't know why that went back. Go ahead. Just it's shifted slides on me. So
okay, maybe some technical difficulties.
Could be.
So yeah, I like Fender and new guy as the offense here, and then CC and Ty on defense. I know Ty has some strange availabilities, and like he's only going to make half the initial games. That could definitely hurt them. But when they're all there together, they should be pretty good.
Yeah, I didn't realize that Ty was having.
Yeah, both new guy and Fender have been playing really well recently. So if they can produce on offense, I think the defense will be good.
Yeah, I didn't realize that Ty was having some availability issues. That could actually hurt them pretty bad.
I think that's why he slid as far as he did in the draft.
Yeah. Yeah, but like I like CC. Do you know who's playing O and D here?
On this team?
Yeah, I know Fender O most likely.
New guy, I would say. I'm pretty sure it's new guy.
Fender, new guy O. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and then we got Djinni in a bottle.
Djinni. This team is the one that scares me the most. I think they're just really solid everywhere. Like Djinni. Yeah. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. I was going to say, so Djinni, Crippy, obviously, are they playing defense together? Because that's a pretty terrifying defense.
No, it'd be Djinni and Aaron together, and then Crippy BDL.
Oh, you know what? I did it again. I always do that. I mix up Crippy and Curry. Yeah.
Similar sound.
What was that? I missed you again.
Oh, they've got similar sounds in their name, so makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, Djinni and Aaron are going to be pretty devastating on defense, and then BDL, Crippy. Like Crippy is an MVP caliber player when he's playing. So
for sure, yeah.
Getting
and then BDL as a secondary offender is pretty lethal. Like he has high tier mechanics. As does Aaron. They drafted really high on mechanics, but if my one thing is the communication on this team, because I know that Djinni and BDL are both pretty quiet. And I know Aaron's like slightly quiet, but Crippy has good comms, so maybe he'll just carry that.
Yeah, I think yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Like BDL style being like a secondary ball will be pretty interesting, and how he and Crippy work together. I think that's the only question mark that we have.
Well, they are both pretty good friends and have been for years, I know. So I don't doubt they'll work well together.
Yeah, that makes sense. In the Someday says, good friends first, FBRD second, THS third, Djinni in a bottle fourth, Bottle Otters fifth, Democratic People's Republic of Korea with a lot of weird spelling that I refused to put in because it was too much work. And then Refined, we got Djinni in a bottle first, So pretty huge difference right away. Then Good Friends second, FBRD third, Holy Seahawks fourth, Bottle Otters fifth, and Democratic People's Republic of Korea. So everyone seems to agree on Democratic. Let's take a look.
So I think that I don't want to put myself first, and I just want to see Djinni in a bottle crumble. So I'm gonna put them first. I think they're the best so far. I have no problem putting myself second, though. So I'll put myself second with Easy and Cheetos and Dodds. I think we'll be a really solid team, and I think we'll probably give up the least amount of caps in this league.
Yeah.
After that, I'm going to say Holy Seahawks. Well, maybe not because of tie, but based on these rosters, I'll say Holy Seahawks. And then I'll put Good Friends after that, just because I think that Curry on offense is not ideal. And then CB, I'm not sold him on defense either, despite playing with Napre. Then I'll have Bottle Otters and then North Korea, like the other rankings.
Yeah, it feels like I kind of agree with you on Bottle Otters in North Korea. It just feels like it's too stacked at the top.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, it's going to be tough for them to compete, I think.
Yeah, so, but I do like the Djinni in a Bottle team. I think anytime Crippy's on a squad, that they're going to be good. So I agree with putting them one. And then I put FBRD, your squad, two, I think. Yeah. I kind of want to put Holy Seahawks three just because I love them, but especially knowing that they don't have tie, that actually really hurts. I'm definitely
Yeah,
going
that does.
Good Friends three. I might even go Bottle Otters. No. Well, no. I'll go.
I can see it, though.
I think,
Bottle
yeah.
Otters.
I honestly, I think if top two go down, I think Holy Seahawks without tie, they might fall because of that.
That's the toughest thing for them.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see. And now I believe it is time for our favorite part. Wayne, are you still with us?
Yep.
Wayne, are you still here? Some technical difficulties. I don't have control of my screen. I don't know what's up right now. Okay. I don't know what this is. I don't know what.
Shaolin shadowboxing and the Wu-Tang sword style. If only...
Sorry, I had. What is happening right now?
Jim, can you hear me?
I can kind of hear you. It's just. Oh, yeah. Wanye West. It's the Macho Man Randy Taggage, and I'm telling you about the World Tag Pro Federation. Yeah, dig it! And what this is, you're all gonna discover on July 25th. Oh, yeah, you're gonna find out what the World Tag Pro Federation is all about. If you're interested, contact Rowdy Roddy Sniper on the Discord. Yeah, and there's gonna be an invitation sent out. And I'm gonna tell you to who. But I'll tell you tomorrow as I'm gonna invade a podcast. Yeah, Jam, I'm gonna come for you, brother. First name Macho, middle name Man, it's on my boots. Randy Taggage, World Tag Pro Federation. Yeah. Wayne, are you here, Wayne?
Yeah, I'm here. What just happened there?
I have no idea what was going on. Some weird technical difficulties. My computer was jolting around. It appears we're back, though. I mean, I can hear you clearly again.
Okay, nice.
We're good?
Was it like all fuzzy?
It went fuzzy. I saw static for a second.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
It was very bizarre. Anyways, best team names. Let's rank them. The legendary Holy Seahawks. How many stars you got?
Great team name. I'm a alumni of this franchise. It's a good pun as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna give it a 4.75.
Wow, he goes 4.75. What was the other one that we talked about earlier? Oh, the hair. Oh, over the pants handoffs. Yeah, I get it. I get it.
When they
4.75.
win me a super, then I'll rank them higher.
Jeepers. I'm going 4.25 on this. I like it. I don't think it was stronger than Returnees at Law or
Yeah, it wasn't
Terminator
for
2.
me either. I put those two at 5, so this
Yeah.
was still ours.
FBRD.
I like the reference and I like the history it has, but it's not really a pun or anything.
What's the
I'm just gonna
reference?
give it a 3. Well, it's like the name of another esport team.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
not exciting. I'm just gonna give it a 3.
That's a 0.5 from me, dog. I'm gonna flame your team, Wayne.
Okay, put it on the bulletin board.
The reason I like to do it is because it seems like every single season that this team is in, they're pretty good. So it's like it makes me twice as mad that they don't have a fun name.
It's pretty solid. Yeah.
Bottle Otters.
I don't like the name, so just out of spite for your last ranking, I'm gonna make it a 1.5.
I don't like the name. You act like I came up with this one. I did not. Point one. I mean, it's no worse than fire breathing rubber duckies. 0.5. It's the same. I don't get it. Not for me. Good friends.
Well,
Actually, you know what? I was a little too harsh on FBRD and Bottle Otters. I'm going to bump them both up to a 1.25. The 0.5 seems like a bit low. Actually, no. Fire breathing rubber duckies 0.75 because it's somebody else's name. Anyways, go on. Sorry to keep interrupting you. Nobody cares about my rankings. Go on.
I'm gonna 1 to Good Friends just because it's weak.
The logic behind it to back it up was my favorite part. Just because it's weak. Oh.
Weak, like
Yeah. Democratic People's Republic of Korea.
actually more respect for this name if they just kept it Peoples. So for that, they're getting a 1.25. Popples was forced in at the end.
I'm in the same. Like, it's a big name to say, which is always a pain in the butt. DPRK, I guess, is how they're going to be known. But, or Popples or Korea. But, yeah, it didn't do anything for me.
Yeah, I've seen as an abbreviation.
1.5. Djinni in a bottle.
I do like this one.
Of course you do.
Well, I think, the initial name was Djinni is a bot. So I think they changed it to Djinni in a bottle. So it kind of gives a double Andre there. So I like it. I'm going to give it a 4.25.
This is actually, yeah, I'll give it actually the same score. I enjoy the name, although I do think it's weird that it's just one person.
Yeah. And I do like the vanity for it,
Yeah.
too. So that adds into the score.
So Terminator 2 and Returnees at Law are the winners of the name off. We also found out like Fly did about half these names because nobody was supplying them names. So no disrespect to Fly. Like if you're asked to come up with like 20 names, it's kind of ridiculous.
So the winners are the people who came up with it are Raven and Fly, because Fly came up with Terminator and then Raven came up with Returnees.
Oh, if I had to choose between, if you had a gun to your head, you have to. Well, that's aggressive. Super aggressive. How about somebody gives you $100 to pick one? Which one do you go with?
Terminator 2.
Yeah.
Just so it works on a couple levels.
Yeah, same here. So Fly, even if we knocked some of your names, you also had the best one. So well done. But yeah, that should wrap it for the podcast. Again, sorry for the technical difficulties. Not sure what happened at the end there, but
We'll find out more.
yeah, hopefully we will. But I think that wraps it up. Unless you got anything else, Wanye.
Should be good.
All right. Cheers, guys.